What if I told you you're one decision away from changing your life today? Now, I think it's quite impossible to feel that way sometimes with how hectic life can get and the challenges that are in our way and things that are just completely out of our control. But I truly believe that we're able to do something every single day that makes a difference for ourselves and the people around us. My name is James Delling, and this is Own Your Day Today. And this is something that was actually birthed a long time ago under a different channel name originally. About 6 to 8 years ago, I had a channel and a brand called Aspire to Inspire, which came from a vision statement I created for myself. And that kind of fizzled out between two things. One, just lacking confidence in myself. Like, being able to be in front of a camera and talk like this and have confidence in what I was saying was very difficult. I was always nervous. I'm still a little nervous in doing this, but that was one thing that got in the way. Another thing is just life started happening. I was busy. I joined the Navy and I was quite busy quite often. So it made it hard to find time to do this. But I think the biggest thing was the confidence part. I have perfectionist tendencies to try to make everything just right. I can see how things can be better instead of finding a point where it's good enough to move on, publish it, move on, and just learn. So that channel kind of died and I've allowed myself to start again. I think it is important to talk about where Aspire to Inspire came from originally, because that's how this even got started in the first place. And the original vision statement I've written for myself was, I aspire to grow as an influential leader that inspires others to reach their full God-given potential. And every single one of those pieces are super vital, very important of why I chose those words. So we'll start from the beginning, kind of move our way through. Let's start with the beginning with aspire, which is just to direct one's hopes or ambitions to a particular goal. Next up, we have to grow, which is vital to me because I always love to learn. I'm kind of a nerd. I just love to know about the world and everything around us. So I want to continue to grow as an individual no matter where I'm at. I don't think I'll ever learn enough. And then the next part is the influential leader, which can seem kind of redundant because if you've ever listened to John Maxwell, he'll say that leadership is just influence. So saying influential leader kind of seems redundant, but the point is I wanted to be intentional that the difference that I make is influential. The difference that I make is not reserved just for myself, but it expands out to those that are around me and is about as far as I can reach. Not for fame and fortune and like being super popular, but the idea is that I don't want what I learn, what I gain as a leader, to stay with me the rest of my life. I want to see others continue to grow and learn as well. So influential and leader. The next part is expanding on that to help others. And like I just talked about, is I didn't want my growth, my leadership to stay confined into who I am and where I'm located, but to help as many others as I possibly can. And for that last part, reach their full potential, I think is very important as well. To reach their full potential, I think is very important as well. Instead of saying something like their dreams or goals or their ambitions or passions, I think it's very important to reach a level of potential. The vision statement for myself came out of a kind of a stress that I've had with trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And the thing is, I've limited myself to goals and ambitions and passions that I've had to reach a particular level for me to feel like I finally achieved what I wanted to achieve. But in reality, when I got down to what I actually wanted to do, I learned that it wasn't a particular job or a goal or a particular passion, but it was the idea that I wanted to grow as an influential leader that helps others reach their full potential. And when I got out of that mindset that I had to do a particular job or a particular activity or something to achieve that, and I just had to reach my potential within that, it made it so much easier to do it wherever I was at. So when being in the Navy and especially being out to sea, I can't necessarily do something like this. And if my whole passion was to just record videos and share them with people, I would probably be extremely frustrated because of connectivity and the ability to record and like the location, the environment, and my ability to just do anything in that location. I would be extremely frustrated and would never achieve that in that time period and just be stressed out the entire time. But if I see how on the day-to-day I can interact with the other guys and help them grow and learn and challenge themselves, then I would achieve the same potential and goal that I had. So the same thing for you, and we'll talk about at some point, is we're going to push towards actions that we're able to complete now, today, in this very moment that help us achieve what we actually want to achieve. So I didn't like the name Aspire to Inspire anymore. It seemed kind of overused in some areas. I didn't have as much flexibility for myself, so I wanted to change the name. My wife used to tell me, own your dating. And I never really thought too much about it. It's just something that she would say. But I come to realize that it's actually very impactful to understand and know when you start off your day and when you go throughout your day that you're able to do something actively about your life and the decisions that you make. She's relentlessly positive, which I love about her. So understanding that we have a decision to make every single day and every single moment to do something different is vitally important. So when I decided to redo the channel, rebrand it and everything, I wanted to focus on the fact that we have the ability to choose to do something for ourselves today that will make a lasting difference. And it's very important that it's also something we can do it now. Not waiting till Monday, not waiting till a new year, not waiting till a new month, not waiting till your birthday, not waiting till some special event and the stars align and the moon is a blue moon and all those kinds of things. But instead that we're literally in this moment, as soon as we're done with video, as soon as you're in the middle of the video, you can do whatever we're discussing at the moment, whether it's writing down your goals and your ambitions, creating SMART goals, or it's creating a new habit for yourself. We can take that action and do something right then in the moment that will make a difference. It might be really small, it might not feel very significant, but the fact that it is something that's actionable, something you can have control over right now and complete will make a big difference. That's kind of the brief history and idea behind Own Your Day to Day. It was originally another channel. I didn't do super well with that, which is fine. That's part of learning. And I want to rebrand it something that makes a whole lot more sense. So if you're somebody that wants to grow and learn and challenge yourself and try new things, I strongly encourage you to stick around as we take a look at a lot of things that have impacted my life, the life of others, and have made a big difference that aren't super crazy, not like climbing Mount Everest or anything, but instead of simple, everyday tasks and habits and challenges we can take on that will make a difference for ourselves and the lives of those around us. So until next time, own your day today.